How's it going, guys? So here's our next game review, Gems of War. I do apologize if the music's a little loud. I will try to turn it down when it actually allows us to. This is basically, I think, like Jewel Quest and stuff like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much just gonna mute my mic until I can turn down this music, and then we'll get into the commentary. All right? So I do apologize, it doesn't seem it's allowing me to access the main menu, which is really annoying. So I guess what I can say is I'll do somewhat of this game review, just non-commentary, and the rest of it I will actually just do after it and let you guys know, alright? I do apologize. Okay, so we actually lowered down the volume. It may be lower volume for you guys, but it was literally blaring in my ears, and I want to make sure that it would actually work properly. I do like games like these because... Let me turn down this a bit too. Turn that down, turn this up a bit. I like games like Jewel Quest, and there's other previous Jewel Quest type of games that I've actually put on my channel before. They usually don't get a lot of love, mostly because they're made for mobile. Let me turn that down a bit. And usually most people tend to play them on their phones, not really on PC too much. But I enjoy them because they're nice and relaxing. You're not really going to frustrate over them too much. You know, they kind of, I guess, Magic 4 skulls and crit hits. It kind of strengthens your mind a bit, you know, at the same time of calming it down. You know, you're not just dulling yourself and raging yourself out on games that are just going to be more difficult, more time consuming, you know. So games like PvP games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, or in my case Rust, you know, where you're dealing with needless, you know, grinding and stuff like that. You know, you want to take a break from something like that, you're going to choose a mobile game. And usually games like these tend to be some of the best ones to actually deal with, because there's not really too too many complications to it of like, you know, I gotta figure this out, I gotta build this, you know, I gotta get the ingredients for that. It's just match up the colors, match up the unique items and stuff like that, and just continue to, you know, play through the levels and do it until you get bored. And I have put mobile games on my channel before that I actually got a lot of love, and I think that so far the only one... An owlbear? The hell? That's a new one. I think the one that got the most love out of the mobile games that I ever put onto my... What is this? Level up. Channel was it Iridian, I think it was called? It was that one, and there was one other medieval one that I actually put on my channel that got a lot of love too. 7 souls earned from the battle to upgrade and then choose a level. Okay, don't know sure what the hell we're doing here, but I guess it's just random. So we have life, we have attack, we have magic, and we have armor. Okay. Do we spend more, or what do we do here? No. I think that's what we can do with that one. So we have like a Kinsu, so a fox. I didn't get to read what our sword actually did. Does it tell us? Deal 3 damage to an enemy, then create 7 blue gems. Okay, so we have 3 attack. I guess that's supposed to be our defense and our health, so we have 7 health. I'm definitely gonna say I've never played a Jewel Quest type of game like this before, so it's definitely interesting. It kind of gives me like Jewel Quest kind of meets Pokemon meets Yu-Gi-Oh! In a weird kind of sense. Don't ask me too much how, but you kind of get the gist of all of them. Like the colors, you know, you have your earth, you have your electric, your water, your psychic, and then you have like your health points like you do with the Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Match 5 with more doubles than mana we earn. Okay.
Mana surge.
So does it say what mana actually does? Deal 4 damage to an enemy, random enemy. Okay, that's not what we want. Gain 1 life when a ally casts a spell. Gain 1 life for each green ally. Can be targeted by spells unless they are no other targets. Okay. Do we read up on these guys? Deal 4 damage to an enemy and eliminate 2 attack from them. That's broken as hell. Ally beast gain 2 life when attack damage. Okay, life from each turn. I don't really play card games on my channel too much. So, games like Magic the Gathering and stuff like that. I did put Hearthstone on my channel before too. It got a decent amount of love, but more people were more into more RPGs and FPSs than they are really type games like these. But, I mean, I guess it's just gamer preference in that sense. Oh, he just killed me. Oh shit, I'm just rambling on over here and I didn't even notice that. I don't know what this is doing over here, but it's doing something. Are we going to actually lose? We actually lost. Are you kidding me? Wow. Let's give... I apologize, I had an itch. I'm just rambling on and getting distracted. I'm gonna give this fight one more try. We'll see what we can do here. Still trying to figure out what actually each spells actually do. They don't really go into too much detail about what it actually does. Like, what's this green stuff here? I mean, what does this do? You know, is that supposed to be like how many turns you have to attack you, or is that your defense, or like how does any of that work?
Mana surge.
So I'm trying to figure out what this the green one is.
Mana surge.
So it's mana surge. So what does Mana Surge do? I mean, I've got 7 health, she's got 3. Let's see here. You can match 5 in an L shape or T shape to earn double the mana.
Mana Surge.
I'd have to really read up on what any of this stuff actually does. Hey, we got that win. I think we're gonna end it there. I do apologize for not having any commentary for the beginning of it. Like I said, I'd have to read up on what a lot of these spells and stuff like that do. I mean, this is just a game review and stuff like that, so I might even just play some of this actually offline when I'm not raging on Rust. But if you guys are actually more interested in more of these type of games, these Jewel Quest type of games, let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure I try to add some more of them. I believe this is a free game on Steam. I don't think this is demo. I think this is pretty much like a full game. So if you're actually interested in these type of games and you do have a PC, or you're just interested in even on mobile, I'm pretty sure you might be able to find it on there too. It seems like it'd be a pretty fun time to play. So, you know, something to burn a few hours off, or you're doing like a graveyard shift and you're bored or something like that. But either way, stay safe, healthy, and sanitized. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave comments below. Make sure to share my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.